And like I say, but the whole war was over. The whole thing was over. Well, I've explained it all to death, basically. You know, what the whole thing was over was basically, a few people were trying to pretend like they were me. And like I said, the presidents were running around like with anonymity, and one of the presidents was pretending like he was Lucifer Star, the great creator. And like I said, what was really happening, what you didn't realize is that what was really happening is JFK was trying to say that he was Lucifer Star, or that he was this golden person, or that he was whatever, and he wasn't. And like I said, you know, and like I said, and then he was creating clones and blah 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 blah. And like I said, there's about 150 years basically, or something like that. That is basically JFK. Like over 150 years, basically, he somehow, through all his psychoticness, basically took power and maintained power and control, and basically did this little thing for like 150 years. Like that's all it really is. And then like I say, Nixon and JFK and everyone else knew, and then I guess they found out or whatever. They knew they had to, and they actually thought they could kill all the life off on the planet or something like that, and that it would just end or something like that. I don't really know. Like I say, I don't really know. I don't really care. Go question and torture some Republicans and some Democrats and some other people. And like I said, I've explained it basically, and pretty much what a bunch of people thought was basically if everybody was bad, blah 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 blah, or if blah 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 blah. They just kept on coming up with these plans, trying. They just figure if they did enough stuff or something. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't really know. I don't really care. And basically, it got so bad that Germany, and Germany was basically, you know, so yeah, and it was just because I had my vacation. I told everyone that I was going to be coming here on Earth, and I was having my vacation on Earth, and basically, that's when a whole bunch of people started thinking things, and it just became this nightmare. And basically, like I said, that's why, JFK or whatever figured, well, he would, JFK or someone reasoned that, men are more powerful than women, and so he didn't even need the female race. So he figured that if he was basically, made it so life was so good for men that he could basically, and men could be the most powerful and blah blah or something. I don't, like I said, I don't really know. The guy was crazy. He was insane, and like I said, he was grasping at straws. And realistically, I was just sitting there or out there in space or something, just going, grasping at straws, aren't you? Like I was just waiting. Like I was just like, you're grasping at straws. It's never going to work. It's impossible for you to kill off all life in the universe. This isn't going to work. I was just sitting there just like, this isn't going to work. You're never going to be able to do this. Like, you're grasping at straws. Everyone knew. There's no sense in lying. And like I said, one, I'm the creator of 12 life forms and basically the first stars. Two, I named America. Three, I invented the American government. Four, you know, five, Germany did swear absolute devotion to me and was very happy with me, and I felt a connection to them, and I was connected to them. Like they wanted to become a part of me, or like lots of my life forms wanted to be a part of me, and I wanted to be a part of them. Like I wanted to support them, and I wanted to wrap them in a blanket of love and care for them and make their life so wonderful. And so, like I said, I was very rich. I was very powerful. I had a lot of life forms behind me. I had been in existence for hundreds of trillions of years. And basically, I decided to make a few places really nice because I could. It's like, well, Nixon and JFK and a bunch of other people could basically rape and kill and feel so powerful. You know, basically JFK or Nixon or a couple of people in existence wanted to basically their whole idea of whatever they wanted was basically to feel powerful and be able to just do anything the way they were, blah blah blah. And like what I did with my existence was basically made existence really nice for some life forms and some life. And then later on, like I said, I was just basically like, this is how I feel, this is the way I am. you know no one has to suffer. Life could be good. So I made Earth really nice, and I made a couple other places really nice, and I directed some of my other life forms to make life really nice for some some other places, and we figured out the stars and stuff, and we built all these fusion reactors, and basically, and then for a while there, I was basically building them or selling them or whatever, and like I don't even care, like life just, like I said, I created the 1.5s, and I did it so I could have a building team, so I could do stuff myself. Because I didn't want to have to ask anyone. Like I said, in the old days, in the way old days, yeah, I was just like everybody else. I had to pay money, blah, 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 or I had to do whatever, blah, blah. I think I had to pay money. There was galactic money or something, but I don't know. I don't even care. Like I say, a bunch of people were trying to do a paradox. So it was like, it was messing with my existence. I was messing with their existence, and, it's just becoming a mess. So like I say, it's just so convoluted and crazy and just so psychotic, you know, people trying to live in the White House when, like I said, when I found out what was going on, I was like, wow, that's ridiculous. Like people in the White House trying to convince the America or the Earth that there is nobody else in space, and and that it's just the president, the elected leader, living in the White House. When to space, the Earth is going, I'm Lucifer Star. Yeah, I'm the creator. And that was basically what JFK did. And JFK really, and then people were giving JFK babies, and he was like, yeah, I created you. Yeah, you're so awesome. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I created your eyes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Or something like that. Like, I don't even know. And, like, there was, like, 5 JFKs or something like that, and just, like, there's many, and I don't know. There's all these different things that they were doing to try and whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I don't even care. And it's basically just a whole bunch of life forms just trying to go for whatever. And it's like, yeah, I was in existence for billions or trillions of years. And I didn't even have to be here. I just didn't die. And I spent most of my time in the universe. I'm sorry I was gone from the Earth for a billion years when everything was going crazy. Like, I don't even know. I don't even care. Like, I'm just, basically Richard Nixon or JFK. They knew they were going to get tortured, or they thought they could be so horrible and so bad and so whatever, and they were trying to torture me and kill me, and basically it didn't work. So, and then along comes Rodney coming along, thinking that the Republicans are right, and there's only so many resources in the universe, and that we need to, and the Republicans turned out to be these losers that were trying to blow up the world or something, and I don't even care. Like, nobody really cared. And like I said, and if you go back even further, you find that, like, I was contacted by some other people and said, and they said, you need to see this. And it was basically a very methed up Jimmy Carter going cast out Lucifer and basically doing the splits on it to like a church going audience or something like that. And just basically, like I said, he would walk like 10 steps and he would leave this trail of water from his sweat. And he was always going, oh, it's the lights, the lights, the lights are so hot. And he was just really so high on meth that he was sweating constantly. And I didn't even realize how bad it was. My people were like, well, that was actually like 150 years ago or 1,000 years ago or 35,000 years ago or some great amount of time. And so, like, I came back just to contact and to deal with people. Like, I started heading back, to here to be like, or to whatever. And anyway, whatever. Anyway, apparently, like I say, I don't even care. It doesn't even matter. But I mean, if you want to know what was going on, what happened, and why, and whatever, and why it was so stupid, and why you don't have any technology, and why it sucks for you, well, and basically they were, they figured that they would be able to hold me down or keep me from having technology. Well, they had all the technology and whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's not really going to work. And like I said, realistically, what it was a bunch of people tripping over themselves, because like they're all trying to restrict the other person from having technology or something. And it was like just a bunch of crazy ass plans that you would think some person on LSD or meth probably thought of. And it's like, you know, And then you have Rodney and Rick Bush trying to have me committed, trying to make everyone think that I'm insane and blah blah blah. Well, they go pretend to be Godney and Rick Bash, and it's like, Rodney, JFK was a lot more scary and a lot more dangerous. And realistically, they would call anyone spy, and they would shoot anyone, and they would draft anyone, and they would do whatever it took. And they were like, whatever it takes to win. And it's like, yeah, in the great expanse of everything out there in the universe, you're probably not going to win. Like, the human race is not that particularly impressive and dangerous. Like I said, I created the human race as a soft, cuddly, snuggly, smart, effective life form. Like, if you wanted dangerous and psychotically whatever, you would have wanted to be an exoskeleton or some other thing other than the human race. Like, you're not even the smartest. There are lots of other life forms in the universe that are way more intelligent than humans. And like are wicked smart and wicked whatever. And just like psychotically whatever. I mean, it's like trying to attack a 150 million year old race. And like I said, like the human race was thinking that they could kill all my 1.5s or all my exoskeletons. And it's like, they're a billion years older than you. What are you thinking? Like, how are you going to get the drop on a race that is literally a trillion years older than you existed? By killing them off and then thinking that you'll just get your end result future to help you kill off these other people which are a trillion years older than you? Like, how's that? Like, if they're already more powerful than you, then what are you going to do? Secretly talk to your end result self? Psst, 100 million years from now, yeah, let's go ahead and end these people, and then we can take over and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. We'll start the tag now, and then you come in and run the back. Future self. Like, what are you going to do? Do that? Like, they're a trillion... Like, they watched you raise up. They've been watching you this whole time. They've watched your whole fucking existence. Like I was trying to understand it. I was like, what the fuck are they thinking? I was just, I was sitting there. I was trying to understand it. I had nothing better to do while they were torturing me or doing whatever. I was just like... I was trying to understand it. I was like, I don't understand why or what. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, well. And fortunately, I didn't even have to worry about it. I was just saved by another life form type, one of my other life form types, and they just whisked me away when I died. When you all thought I was dead, when like I say, people in Russia or people in wherever thought I was dead in 1850. And then I came back, and Abraham Lincoln thought he killed me. Abraham Lincoln was like, well, he's blah, 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 and he thought he owned America from that day forward, and that he had adopted me, and that I had tragically died. And that was the story he was sticking with until someone killed him. So, secretly, he was confirming his alibi and doing it at Gettysburg. Yeah. They totally were planning on just saying they adopted me, and then he would own America because he was supposedly my adopted father. Yeah, but then China shot him dead, or someone killed him. So, hey, secret plans. Because I was just on vacation and I'm actually the one, blah, 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 and epic, whatever. And it's just like, I don't really, I created your whole species. I created females, males, kicked it with you for hundreds of trillions of years, and this crazy psycho comes along because he just looks at and thinks money, and he's ugly as fuck, and probably can't even get a date. Like, look at Abraham Lincoln. He was not an attractive man. And there are other pictures of him. He is really fucking disgusting and ugly. I'm sorry.